Hello, dear boys and girls from Kinder A, B, and C. I am here today to read you a fun story. Prepare yourselves and listen carefully. At the end of the story, I will ask you some questions. The name of this book is The Dragon Who Couldn't Puff. Once upon a time, there was a little dragon. He was just the size of your thumb. His name was Grizzlin. Grizzlin lived in somebody's pencil case. Perhaps you've never heard of house dragons, do you? Not many people know about them, but they live in all sorts of places, in all sorts of houses, and are really quite common. They are invisible in the day and only come out at night when the moon is 3/4 full and it's summertime. Do you know what happened in summertime? It's really, really hot, right? The little dragon had slept well the last 9 months of the year. And now he was in the mood to do something fun. He saw that all the bigger house dragons were extremely good at puffing fire and decided that he, too, would like to learn to puff like they did. Grizzlin's mother was making herself a cup of hot chocolate. Do you like hot chocolate? I do. Well, she blew hot little puffs that made the mug glow. Grizzlin thought how nice it would be to make himself a hot chocolate. He curled up beside her and watched her for a while. He thought it looked easy enough. Grizzlin leaned forward and gave an experimental puff of his own. Oh, but nothing happened. Not a thing. He blew harder. A big blue flame burst out of his mouth and both nostrils. Oh no! His eyebrows caught on fire. Grizzlin's older sister laughed and made fun at him like this. He was very sad, so he flew into the kitchen and hid in the fridge for a while, putting his face into a jug of cream to cool it down. "What are you doing in here?" asked his mother. "And why is your face all white?" Grizzlin was ashamed and didn't want to talk about it. "Don't worry," said his mom. Grizzlin giggled. "But how do you puff?" he asked. "Well," said his mother, "you twist your lips up like this. See? And you imagine you are about to sing the first note of Happy Birthday, and you just kind of breathe out and trust that it will happen. Grizzlin tried, but nothing happened. I don't want to do it anyway, he said. Don't give up, said his mother. If you give up, you know for sure that you will never do it. Grizzlin scowled. He didn't want to hear that. He had decided he wouldn't practice, and he wouldn't, and so he didn't. And for all that time, he was a dragon without a puff. But one day, as the moon was growing fuller, like that one, can you see that big moon over there? Well, he looked at his watch and saw it would soon be winter. And soon he would have to go back to his long seasonal sleepy time. Suddenly, he thought how nice it would be to have nice hot water bottles. And every time it got cold, just make a nice little puff and warm it up all over again. Grizzlin snuck into the baby's room and practiced his puff again and again. He was not afraid of the baby because she was little like he was, and really a very, very nice little person. Wow! In the dark, he puffed and puffed. All sorts of rude sounds came out. Big flame burst out and trembled, and little squeaks and sparks. The baby heard none of it. Look, she's sleeping. Shh. Hours and hours and hours passed. His cheeks were aching. Ouch! He realized that he just couldn't learn to puff in one night. He'd need to practice much longer. The winter would come and he would have no hot water bottle this year. He will have to wait till next year and practice more. And it would only be after a lot more practice that he might just learn to puff. Grizzlin thought that even if he couldn't puff this winter, he would find a warm little bed, a cozy place for the winter. Next year, he'd just have to practice a bit more. And that's the end of the story. Did you like it? Let's talk about it. Answer these questions. Why do you think we often need to practice things before we can do them well? Do you think it's possible to learn or do something if we don't try? Why or why not? What is the best thing you have done that you are proud of and you did it through trying? With the help of an adult, write down 3 things you think you can learn if you practice and try. Remember to send me your answers. Bye-bye. After you answer the questions, you can color these pictures. This is Grizzlin and his mother. You can paste these cute little dragons somewhere in your house. And every time you see them, they will remember you that if you want to do something as hard as can be, it's always important to try over and over again. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. There's always someone, like Grizzlin's mother, who can help you, teach you, and guide you for success. You can if only you try. Bye-bye!